What's up? Hello. We're back to the Infinite Talks podcast. Huh. What's wrong with my mic? Well, we're here back again from the episode on the Infinite Talks podcast network. Waiting on my cousin Oscar. We're gonna have a quick show today, but it's Saturday morning. It's something we do for just sharing some frequencies, some good vibes. I know that Saturday mornings for me are like my time. I like to do a lot of things in the morning, like work out, read a book, watch something like a documentary or something that I really want to watch, or record a podcast. Since I'm a busy man, Monday through Friday, during my working schedule with my professional job is what I do. I'm pretty busy, so I take advantage of my weekends. But also try to make time during the week sometimes to actually do stuff like this. But during the week it'll be like right after work at 5 or sometimes around 7. Depends. Let's see if Oscar gets in. Let's see the red. We're doing red today. We're doing red. But yeah, I'm changing the colors. Nothing major, but the color of the chakras, red. Today's sacral. And then if we go up, orange. And then that's the yellow. And then that's like the stomach area, or right above the stomach. And then it's the green. It's the heart chakra. So it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue chakra. And then the crown chakra. The last one is the one in the head, right here. The pineal. I think. I might be off. But yes, I'm here on Infinite Talks. Oscar just texted me he's on his way virtually, but his computer is taking forever. That's what he texted. He said forever. Yeah, so last week I spoke about a couple of books that I go to frequently. Where There's Light and Spark. I actually brought them to the front today so they can get seen. About Where There's Light. Y'all check it out if you get a chance. Really informational book. A lot of guidance. Has a lot of insight in yourself, introspection, reflection. It's about self-awareness and just making the best out of your life. And then this one is the one that I was talking about. Spark actually, I forgot to mention Eric Hagerman, but John J. Rady, he's there, and Eric Tocayo Hagerman. But this book is really good. I really recommend this book. It's so good for just brain nutrition, brain enhancement. Gives you a lot of insight on how the brain works, how neurotransmitters work, how we can rebuild our mind, rebuild our brain. And recently, I never really looked for John J. Rady online on YouTube. But if you go on YouTube, you can find a lot of his stuff, a lot of his videos, a lot of his talks. This one's from 2011, this revision. I got it off Thrift Book, so I didn't get like the correct cool image, but I got this one. It's just a black cover, hardcover. It's a Spark. Well, let me check out. Oscar's in the building. Boom. Buenos dias.
Good morning.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? How you
And
doing this morning?
doing great, bro.
All
So,
right.
welcome to the stage, Mr. Oscar Ramirez
Yes, sir. Yes,
Reyes
sir.
Navarro
Everything.
Dominguez, everything.
Rodriguez
Rodriguez
Cruz. Junior.
Jr. The third, the fourth.
The third. Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the stage, Oscar Ramirez. I was recording right now.
Yeah.
I started off because just want to like let us see what happens.
Boom. Yeah.
But yeah, Oscar's in the building. Check this out. Boom. Infinite Talks podcast. Some hertz. Frequencies. Yeah, so I was introducing Oscar, but I was talking about the book real quickly. Look, check it out, Oscar. This is a book, Spark.
Oh, yeah. That's the one you've been talking about. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And I forgot to mention that John G. Rady actually wrote it with Eric El Tocayo Hagerman.
Hey, Mr. Eric.
Eric, más o menos, yo también lo escribí. Hey, man, but it's good to see you again, bro. I know we've been talking throughout the week and texting back and forth, and I know we were running to record Wednesday, but something came up or whatever, so.
Hey, man, it happens. Definitely
Yeah.
understood.
I know we had a couple of things we wanted to talk about today, but before we talk about all the stuff we're going to talk about today, I guess let's just see what's going on in your mind right now, brother. I see this shirt. Nothing scares me. I like that.
Right. What's the rest?
What does it say? I can't see it. I have 4 daughters and still and a wife. Oh shit!
Boom! Nothing scares me, bro.
Bruh.
And you know what?
There's
still more. There's still more that needs to be added. And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs. What kind of dogs do you have, bro? I didn't know you had dogs.
They're 2 small ones. 2 small dogs.
Hey, the smaller ones are the harder ones, bro.
Yeah, we got to take care of them, But they're good. They're good. They're good. They're the ones that hang out with me when I'm outside barbecuing, because they're waiting for me to throw some meat there for them. But yeah, they're my partners.
They're like,
mm-hmm.
They watch it, dude. Have you ever seen how dogs just watch it every move when you they know you're gonna get them food? They're like,
yeah, they just stare. They just stare. Who's ever sitting in the table, they're like,
dude. But that focus, bro, that's mad focus. When have you seen like us being that like focus, like a human?
Right. Not even in school. Not even in work. Not even.
This you tell your son or your kids, hey, you want a taco or something to eat? Yeah, nah, not hungry.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Or they do the whole, I guess, yeah, sure.
I guess, yeah, sure. Like, are you hungry or not?
Do you want to eat or not?
And the dogs are like, feed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100% focus.
100%. Even right after they finished eating, they're still like,
yeah, you gonna give me more?
Yeah, oh shit, there's more?
There's more? Bring it. Also, that's good, man. That shirt, you made it for like a trip or something, or what?
Well, yeah, we made it. We went to Florida a couple years ago, and then my wife made them, and then she made one that said wife, and then it said daughter 1, which was Gigi, the little one, and then daughter 2, daughter 3, daughter 4, and then Andrews was like stepson, and then everybody had the last name in the back. I remember because we were walking around there in Universal, and then I remember somebody saying, "We need to buy this guy a beer." I was like, I mean, yeah. He's like, "Your shirt, bro." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, yeah.
Was it like a Mexican or a white guy?
Yeah, it was a white person,
And
white guy, but
a Mexican probably said, "No, hombre, está todo que se cree."
que yo también.
¿Y nosotros qué, papá? ¿Y nosotros qué?
Yo también, jefe.
Check out the shirt. Check out my shirt. This is the first shirt I made.
Bro, I need me one of those infinite frequency. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful shirt, bro. That's a beautiful shirt, and I think this is why we're here. This is why I'm here. Because of
Uh-huh.
obviously because of you, but because of that frequency. That we're trying
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
that we're
100%.
trying to push out there and have some fun with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I've been sharing, man. I've been sharing this with the people, people I work with, people that I see, people that I meet, and yeah, some of them, they just, they hear you, but they don't really listen. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, man. Remember, I was telling you about this frequency and how it could, help people. There's this guy told me we were talking. He's a truck driver and a good friend, and he was like, let me tell you a story, man, because it kind of sounds something like this. Because I was telling him about the shirt. Remember, we were talking about the
Mm-hmm.
shirt and how, let's say, for example, you have that frequency and you see somebody else with that shirt wearing the same shirt with the
Mm-hmm.
frequency, and you feel just more comfortable approaching that person and saying, "Hey, man, how you doing?" Or "Hey, ma'am, how you doing?"
It's kind of like you're saying, like kind of like an invitation. Come away.
Yeah,
Like, what's
like
up?
it,
We're in the
like
same vibe. We're in the same vibe
we're in the same vibe.
without saying anything.
Yeah, without saying anything. There you go, sir. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. Without saying anything, and this truck driver was in California, right? He said,
Mm-hmm.
"Man, it was early, really early in the morning. Parked my truck. It was two guys there at a Whataburger. He's like, we're about to eat breakfast and whatnot. And this guy was staring at me, and he was preparing his meal. And then the guy was like, just staring at him, and then he was like, nodded his head, and then the other guy was like, Vayuko. And then basically, Vayuko is a word they use here in the valley, the McAllen, Texas area. If you're from the area, you're Vayuko or whatever, right?
Oh, okay, I get you. Okay.
But the reason he told him that was because he had ketchup, and I know we do it in the Laredo area too, but it's like a 956. Maybe it's like a lot of people, right, in the world do it, but this guy put some ketchup, put some pepper on the ketchup, right? So the other guy was like, "Hey, Bayuco, right?" And then was the driver, the one that I know, he's like, "Yeah, I'm from the Edinburgh area, Edinburgh, Texas." And then he's like, "Alamo, Texas, bro." He's like, "Can I sit with you?" And he was like, "Yeah." But the reason he shared that story was because I was sharing the story about the frequency.
Cool, cool. It's like,
So
yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
basically, he felt comfortable because the guy did something that the ketchup
Relatable.
and the
Something
pepper,
relatable to him.
something relatable to where he's
Mm-hmm.
from. So he felt comfortable in sitting down with him and in having a conversation. And then he said we were there for like a good hour, man, and it went by pretty fast. And I was like, and that's what I'm talking about. I told them that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Spreading the frequency. Shout out to Danny Garcia. That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Shout out to Danny.
um, Shout
DP.
out to Danny Vayuko.
Se va, you
But
go.
yeah, like it's what it's about, man. It's that ketchup and pepper is like wearing the shirt with the frequency, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then you just feel comfortable and and then he's like, you know what, man? Honestly, I never talked to him again. But for that moment,
It was
we spoke about our kids, our families, our things we do, and then at the end of it, we were like, hey, you know what, man, thanks, and have a safe trip. And then they left. But that's what we're trying to create here with the frequency of love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly,
that's
bro.
what we're trying to create. That's what we're trying to create. We're trying to create new friendships, new adventures, new relationships,
Or
new,
or
you know what I mean?
reconnections, or reconnections too.
Reconnections, yeah, new
Hmm.
connections, yeah, man. And honestly, that's what interests interested me the most when we started talking all of a sudden right on the phone, because I
Hmm.
mean, we haven't even seen each other in person in what, like, shit, forever, bro, even
Like
before the pandemic, right? But
5 years, bro.
I
I'm
my
playing.
ears, bro. but when we were talking about it, I was like, wow, man. Like, remember I told you that night I couldn't sleep because I was just thinking about it. I'm like, is this not a brand, man? This is a frequency. This is something different. And the thing is, I've always wanted to share it. I always wanted to. I share it already in a personal level, right?
Yeah,
But you
exactly.
only, but you only you hit the same people all the time, because you see them, right? The people
Hmm.
you work with, and the people you live with, and the people, your family. You always only hit them. You never get to hit anybody else, and that's what we're trying to do right here. We're trying to just spread our love, spread our faith, spread our friendship, spread our good vibes, spread
Hmm.
our frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful, bro.
And
That's
that's why I was
beautiful,
like, yeah, I'm down for that, Eric. I was like, I'm down for that, man.
bro. And it's a really cool story because first of all, I didn't know what Bayuko meant. So I was like, "What is a
Mm.
Bayuko?" I thought it was a bad word. Come on, Bayuko. So, hey, now I learned something new, right? So Bayuko is like the common word for somebody who is from the valley. But the main thing about the story was that this guy was able to relate, like, oh, like this guy, I'm alone. I'm in another part of the world, or I don't know where they were exactly, right?
Country, California.
Coun- Country. And imagine he was in Finland. I was in Finland. I saw this guy do ketchup
I was
and
driving in
pepper.
Finland.
I was
I
like,
was
I'm
like,
stopping. This guy's from Mayuko area. No, but that's awesome, bro. Like, I mean, just when you make a connection with somebody, sometimes it takes a while before you establish a connection, even if wherever you might be. Sometimes for some people, it might be easier. Like, we're very social people,
yeah.
but sometimes you're intimidated, and there's some. No, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's some areas where like you're intimidated. You don't just want to talk to anybody. Sometimes you're just like, let me watch what I'm doing here. Like, but sometimes you need that one little thing that's like, okay, I can breathe. I can
Yeah.
actually talk to this person and like let's see what happens. I can talk to anybody, bro. Like my wife when we go to Clara, when we go to HEB or to like the mall, whatever. She's like, "Oh my god, your dad knows everybody." She tells the kids like, "Your dad knows everybody," and like, well, in reality, it's not that I know everybody. It's just like people that I'm familiar with, or I maybe I've seen. I don't have that good relationship with them, but if I say good morning to somebody and say good morning to me back, and it leads to a
Mhm.
conversation, we just keep on talking, and I can go on for days. Also, when I do presentations on for what I do professionally, I'm like, guys, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but I can talk. I can talk. I can talk infinite talks. You know what I mean? I can
I
talk.
can talk up a storm.
I'm from a family that we can talk for days, bro. Like we can just keep on going. So Oscar también. Oscar, he has that
Hmm.
quality. So um, when we meet people or we talk to people, we can go on a deep conversation from like 0 to 100 real quick. Like and we can go into that frequency, and then like it can be an impactful conversation just from out of nothing. And
Hmm.
but you have to be aware too. You have to be aware of like when to go into that deep, or uh when to have like that. Like me and you, we can go from like laughing, cracking up so hard to kind of like
To
crying on
whom?
to
Yeah.
kind of like
To
crying
all
the
of a sudden,
next.
it's
Like, man, you
100%
you
serious.
tear up. Like
Yeah.
we're very we go from different feelings and frequencies. But yeah, man, that's awesome that you shared that story. Really, I was looking forward to it. You told me on Wednesdays, like, hey, I have this story I want
Yeah,
to share. You said you had two stories, so
yeah. But this one, the reason Danny shared it with me was because I was sharing a frequency. So then he related, like you said,
hmm
he related the ketchup and the pepper to that, right? He said, "Oh, so it's kind of like, let me tell you a story," and then told me the story. So it's kind of like that, or what? And then I was like, "Yeah, it's literally
it's
like
like
that,
that.
bro. Like, it's like that, man." And I want, I want. I don't want. One day, a lot of people are going to be wearing it, are going to be wearing that shirt, and then they're not going to be alone anymore because whoever has that shirt, that frequency, they're going to feel comfortable. At least saying hi, saying good morning, saying good afternoon, saying good evening, saying have a good day, just anything, man, anything. Because sometimes I'll be honest, man, I say good morning and I say hi to anybody and everybody. You know what I
That's what I'm
mean?
saying, bro.
And I always say thank you. I appreciate it. Even if they just hold the door for me, there's sometimes I'm like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you know what? There's some that they give you that good vibe and say, oh, you're welcome. And then there's some that just walk away and you're like, God bless them. Hopefully
Yeah.
they flip the switch, from and maybe
hmm
or maybe they're just having a bad day. I don't know. But what we're trying to spread here is that frequency of just feeling comfortable with each other. You know what I mean? Being able to
hmm
say, "Hey, what's up, man? Come
Bro,
sit here with me."
not only a shirt, but like I have this dope sweater, bro. I have this dope sweater that I made. It's almost like this one, like, but it has a different meaning in the front. It says prana. It says prana. Prana means energy, means chi. They call it in other parts of the world. They call it
Ah,
chi.
I was
It's
watching. Yeah,
it's a
I
really
was,
dope sweater. Also, if you saw the Roland episode, did you see it?
yeah. I
Oh,
saw
that's
that. You were wearing it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I
one.
didn't
That's
get to
the
see it all. But
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Me and Brenda were watching it, man. It was really
Oh,
good. It was really
it's
good. You were
a
right,
lot,
bro. You're right, man. It was good.
right? He said a
Yeah,
lot of good stuff, man.
man. Yeah,
And rest in peace to Roland. This
yeah.
actually this episode is dedicated to Roland. I was thinking about him before I started recording. So this episode is dedicated to his life and his energy. Roland
His
Sandoval,
family. Yeah,
his family. Rest in peace, man. I really dedicated this episode to you, but more importantly, because you shared a lot of gems on that episode. If
for
y'all don't
real, man. For real. I was like, wow. Honestly, I was barbecuing and I was listening to it while I was doing that. I was like, wow, man. Everything he's saying is. I mean, all of you guys were saying it, right?
know,
But
but he
but
he
but
he lit up
he was wow. I was
he
like,
was on fire,
wow,
bro.
man. Yeah, he was on fire. There you
He was
go.
on fire, man. Hey, but yes, man. This guy, talking about Rolling, man. I was talking about Oscar, talking to Oscar about it. Is that it's his anniversary. I think he passed away on the 18th of March last year. Oh, that's when I found out. And I was looking at my Facebook because I remember posting something about it. So it's been a year, man, since he passed away. And before that, we had recorded a year prior to that on a podcast, We the Switch podcast. And
2019. I saw that March
I'll
something.
share I'll
2019.
share that episode because y'all can check it out.
It's good. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go check it out because it was really good. It was really good. Very interesting. Very
We
interesting.
have over 200 episodes on We the Switch podcast, and hopefully soon. I want to work it in where we start recording again, but I know the guys, everybody has their own business. They're kind of busy right now, so when it happens, it happens. We'll keep in touch for that, but
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
But
Let
we're
me know,
gonna,
man.
hmm but dude, I was thinking about like I was every time I watch that episode, I get different messages. This time around, if you watch it, Roland was talking about. I was telling my vitamins, the segment where I tell a recommendation, a tip.
Mhm.
And on this one, I said, dude, I think I started my detox, and then Roland's like, wait, and I didn't get it the first time I heard it. I didn't get it the
Mhm.
second time I heard it. He's like, but this time around, yesterday or Wednesday, he was saying, but did you? He's like, did you detox from what kind of foods did you detox from? Because everybody has a different detox, and I didn't get it till this time around. I was like, oh shit, he was on something because recently, maybe a few months ago or like this past year, I was talking to Jeff, my brother Jeff, Digital Jeff. Shit, shout out to Digital Jeff. But we are talking about how different parts of the world, regions have certain foods that they are biologically, they cater to them. Like that's you will like hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, your ancestors would eat a certain diet. So depending where you're from, you have a certain, intake of food, and then so he was making that concept, but like right now concept, like more like, so if you're from Alabama, or like not in those words, but he's
Mhm.
like, and you eat these type of foods. So are you detoxing only from those foods, or are you detoxing from everything? Now, and I didn't get it. So I was like, no, man, you just detox from sugar and all that stuff.
From everything. I'm detoxing, bro.
Like, hey, shout out to Roland, bro. Rest in peace, bro. But
Yeah, shout out to
and
Mr.
I
Roland
was
and his
thinking about it. I was
family.
like, oh yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, man, he was on something. Like, he was like actually making a valid question, and I hadn't picked it up till like a couple of times listening to that episode, and I was like, that's true, man. Because like us, we eat a lot of bad shit. Like all of
Yeah,
us,
a
everybody
lot
around
of
the world.
everything, man.
But we eat a specific type of food, right? Like we eat. ¿Sabes qué? We eat a lot of carnitas. Like I've been
Oh
getting into
yeah.
carnitas, like the fried
Oh
oils.
yeah.
Man, I started getting a pain in my heart. Like, hey, you gotta cut it down. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Gotta detox, bro. Gotta detox. Gotta put in more workouts in there. Burn all that
More,
fat.
yeah.
Burn all
Burn,
that
burn
fat.
some of that fat.
See, but yeah, he was like you always get new information from even from like episodes like us talking like this. If you when you hear it again, then you're like, oh man, like he actually made this point because your mind tends to travel. Like right now when you're doing the ketchup and pepper story,
Mhm.
my mind is ingesting the whole everything, but then I go like, what is Bayuko then? And then you explain it. Okay, boom, it's there. So your mind wanders around. So
Yeah, yeah,
well, for
yeah.
at least for me.
No,
Hmm.
man. I think that's for everybody.
Hmm.
Whenever you're like you're saying, whenever you're at a presentation or at work or in class or at church,
Oh, church.
everybody's the same. You're like you're paying attention, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa. Yeah, that's how your mind goes all of a sudden. Your mind's somewhere else.
This guy like the talk the presentation is about like A, B, and C, and you're like in Z.
Yeah, you're like in Z 37, 68,
Totally random, but see, it happens, man.
Mars and shit. Yeah.
That's why I'm I'm not a fan of rewatching movies because I was like I watched it once and that's it. But the movies that I really love, always go back to them, like Terminator, excuse me, Terminator, The Wedding Singer, like movies that are super cool to me. Like I don't mind watching them, but movies that are like whatever. But it's like when you read a book, you read it once, you're like, man, I missed that. As you read it the second time, I missed that. I didn't know that part was there. Like so, you reread it again, and then it becomes concrete information. Like, oh, okay, now
Yeah.
I know that information. But that's why that it's good to go back to your podcast that you like, or a movie that you saw, a documentary where you've learned some information, or you want to read a book, reread a part of it, not the whole book, maybe.
Mhm.
But it's good to go back to stuff that you learn from because you might learn something new, even if you already thought you learned something from that book.
Yeah. 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 You never get the same message because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes let's say you're listening and then you just get a different message different times, and sometimes you get a message or you hear a message or you notice a message
Mm-hmm.
when you most need it, you know what I mean, when you most need it. But yeah, man, I think it's but I don't know, man. I thought that podcast that you shared with me was really good, man.
Oh, thanks for
It was
checking it
really
out,
good.
man. You and Brenda were listening to it.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But she knew Roland, and the
I
words she was
know.
saying, she was like, wow.
Because she
Well,
knows
both of us, we were like, wow, yeah,
she
they
knows a little bit
graduated.
more Roland because they were in class,
Yeah,
right?
a lot more. Yeah, a lot more than me. Yes, sir.
It's weird. It's weird because I mean I only had like counted conversations with him. There wasn't that many, throughout the lifespan that we met each other and stuff like that. It wasn't
Hmm.
like we had like hung out tons of times, but we had that vibe. Like we've had hung out like tons of times. That's what we. It's kind of like we had a familiar. See, babe, that happened to me last time, right?
I know. I'm telling you, man, it happened. And the thing is, I saw
Sorry,
the,
guys. Sorry,
I
guys. I broke.
saw,
I was making
I
a
saw
comment, but
my wife's message, and so that I instead of replying to her, I just I saw the text, and then I replied to you. Yes, babe.
so Oscar, we're laughing because Oscar texts me. Yeah, he's babe. And the funny part is that last time I text Oscar, but when I was texting my wife, what did I tell her?
I don't
Can
remember if it's
oh,
something serious.
I remember now. It's like, hey love, you want me to bring some beers or something from the north side? Like,
Oh
and
yeah.
you're like,
Yes.
yes. Oh man, fuck. That's what I'm telling
That's
you.
funny.
I'm telling you, bro. We go from serious to like boom,
I
present moment.
know. Yeah,
That's
and I was
funny.
just responding to my wife. I was like, okay, and I'm because I'm trying to focus. I'm like, so I just texted and
Yeah, but what was I saying about Roland? Oh yeah, so like Roland and I like we only had like met up a couple of times. So it's people like Brenda and there's a lot of people that know him, dude. Like we
yeah,
really know him. I was going in through his Facebook and I was like, because I had shared the episode on his Facebook after he passed away, and I guess some people did check it out because it has a pretty large number of views. So hopefully they'll get to see him saying some beautiful words, man.
yeah,
He had a
that's
lot of good
right.
words.
Beautiful word.
Hmm. Did you hear the story
Beautiful.
about when he got lost on the
Oh
way over there?
yeah,
That's funny, right?
yeah, yeah.
Ese,
I mean,
vete aquí.
that's crazy, man. Because and that is funny because imagine. I mean, you're just getting there. Are we? Oh, this is where we're gonna, do the podcast. Carmela, if you don't know, you see a
You,
stranger trying to, and then I mean,
nah,
obviously there, and that there's people that don't care or don't even. "Well, what the hell is a podcast,
que son,
vato?
como que un que es un podcast, estás loco que
Sáquese."
saca el cohete, bro, saca el cohete. Háblale, Marfín. Yeah. Marfín. Hey, bro,
No, but
but
yeah, it was a funny story.
yeah, dude, but what's the other story you're gonna tell me, bro?
Well, you know what,
You
man?
say you had two stories, bro. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. The first one was the ketchup and pepper story.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
this one's a little bit deeper.
Yep.
But again, it's another driver. Where I work, my line of business, I work with truck drivers, right? But the thing is, I respect and I just respect them as anybody else, right? As a person, as a human being, and
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, and I know you're the same, just like me, and that's why this guy did what he did, right? He was going through some a personal situation, right? Um, I won't say his name, but I'll share his story. And I did tell him that I was going to share his story, and he said, "Yes, please share my story."
Badass, man.
Um,
Awesome.
yeah,
Props,
and
props to
and
him.
and the thing is, we we're trying to spread this frequency, right? Because this frequency is very welcoming, and this frequency is just human love, human love. So this guy, I don't know him, man. Like, I don't know him, but he felt really really comfortable, right? And he's having trouble with his family, with his wife, and he couldn't comprehend, and he couldn't fathom the fact that he might be without his wife and kids, right? Man, he was there at the office, and he literally was crying, bro. Literally was crying. And I spoke to him for we spoke for a long time, and even we spoke a lot of times on the phone, right? We spoke a lot of times on the phone, and I talked to him, and I'm like, man, calm down, because when they're on the road, they're by themselves, one person driving, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And their mind is just, just,
Wondering,
yeah, it's just, like a
racing.
hamster, like the
Hmm.
hamster, just running,
Like
running, running,
they
running.
can't get out of a certain thought, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, and for him, he couldn't just uh believe that it could be true that he could be without his wife and family, right? It's like, oh no, Oscar, I don't want to, I can't, man. He was crying, and I was trying to hold in, because you know how I am, I fucking cry. And
Hmm.
and and I was like, bro, you know what? No, and we were talking, we man, we prayed a little bit, and then, but the story, that is something that I wanted to share. But this is what why I shared this, is because he was in Colorado a couple weeks ago, and there was a winter storm. So everything just,
Stop.
remember how it happened in Texas, right?
Hmm.
Everything just stopped.
Yeah.
So over there, everything just stopped, right? And then we were talking on the phone. Ah, man, I can't be just stuck here and this and that, and oh man, I want to go back home so I can have at least an opportunity to try to make amends with my wife and this and that. Excuse me. And I was like, hey man, it's okay, man. Look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's take it an hour at a time. Let's see, how it goes. This and that. And all 2 days later, right?
Phew.
2 days later,
Damn.
and then I called him. Hey, good morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing? He's like, Oscar. I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, I had a vision. I'm like, okay. He's like, I had a vision and I saw it, and I'm good, man. I'm good. I was like, okay, yeah. We're like, what? He's like, I've been praying, bro. I've been praying, brother. And then he was like, my life and everybody's life, sometimes there's a storm, right? But the storm will pass. I was like,
Wow.
oh, yeah. He basically made that situation, um, took it personal. And I'm gonna share what he said. He said, God put me in this storm because he wanted me to see a storm, literally, which is what I'm going through in my personal life. I'm going through a storm.
Yeah.
But just like this storm,
It shall
this
pass.
storm will pass, and everything will be the way it needs to be, because not
100%.
everything is the way we want it to be, but it will come to a calm water. You know what I mean? Like a calm water. And when he told me that, he told me on the phone, but I was like, oh man. And then when he got to the office here, back to the Vayuco,
Hmm.
I was like, hey bro, can I share your story? And I was like, don't worry, I won't say your name, right? Because
Yeah.
it's personal. He's like, oh, would you do that? It's like, yeah. It's like, yes, bro, share my story, because there's I needed that. Right? I needed that storm. I needed to go through that storm to understand that in life you go through storms. You know what I mean? In
Hmm.
life you go through storms. But soon, if you wait, if you have patience, if you have faith, whatever your faith is, the storm will pass. You know what I'm saying? The storm will pass. But that one was also
Yeah.
a real good, man. It was a real good. It was. I was like, wow. When he told me on the phone, but I felt it. I felt it. I was like, oh. And then right now, man, if you see him now, and you and that, like me, like I saw him a few weeks ago, totally different, like very like yeah man, hey, what's up, man? Because it, like that storm, made
Past.
him understand that he's going through a storm that it's gonna pass. You know what I mean? It's
He's not dwelling on it,
he's not dwelling anymore. He's not dwelling. He's just like, you know what? Put it in God's hands, and you
bro.
know,
It's crazy. If you listen to the Roland episode, you're not gonna believe it, but he said something to that.
mm-mm.
He said something about the storm shall pass. That's weird, bro.
Wow, man, I need to finish that podcast. I need to
Bro,
finish.
watch it because that was 2 years ago. And then the frequency, what I'm talking about here, the synchronicity is that for some weird reason, you shared a story that's almost in alignment to what he said. And if I wouldn't remembered that, if I hadn't gone back to see the episode a couple of days ago, so now you're making that story. And I'm like, bro, that's what Roland said, bro. So it's a deep understanding of life, man.
Yeah,
And once you have that intuition, that feeling, like you know, it's not gonna be here like this forever. Like it's only a temporary phase of this of the journey that you're going through. I think that's when you can like move on and have it like, you know what, I can breathe again. You know, like I can actually. But going through that storm, it's a little bit tough. You know, not everybody can get out of it. It's not that easy
yeah,
to get out of it,
yeah.
or
No, it's not.
to have that understanding. Like it's just gonna be temporary phase. Some people think it's like gonna be an ongoing thing, and sometimes we make it an ongoing thing. The storm already left, but we're talking about the storm still.
Yeah, yeah.
The
No, and not
storm
only
is all the
that.
way over there, but hey, the storm happened here, bro.
Yeah,
You
a
know,
store happened here. No, but we while we're going through something, or while we're going through a storm, we make humans, we make bad decisions. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's where patience come in, and we need to have a little bit of patience and a little bit of faith, and a little bit of calmness, because let's say there's a storm, right? And like that one he's going through, and he would have just, you know what, I'm gonna drive, and then he crashes. You know what I mean? Like it gets worse. You
It
know what
gets
I
worse.
mean?
Mhm.
But he had patience. He had the patience, and he just said, I'm gonna wait till the storm passes. And then he was like, Oscar,
I had a
Oscar.
vision.
Yeah, he was like, I had a vision, bro. God spoke to me, and
That's
he, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah. I
That
was
is beautiful.
like, oh man, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm glad for you, and I'm happy that you're at a better state now. And now, you know what I mean. And the storm, which is, we're talking about life. It doesn't mean that the pain's gonna go away right away. The pain's gonna be there, but you
Oh,
just
for sure.
you just
It's like
you're just better with it. You know what I mean?
it's like the tornado goes through your right. The storm, the tornado, the life tornado goes through your home, demolishes your home. But are you gonna stand there and like just let it demolish it? No, you're gonna go back and rebuild it. You know,
Yeah,
that's the same thing. You got to rebuild your life. You got to rebuild your
yeah,
foundation, and you can't just like no, pues ahí se quedó and no, es que me voy a quedar. You know, like I'm not gonna do anything. You have to do something about it.
yeah,
So that's a really good analogy, bro. Like metaphor of
yeah.
life.
No, it was awesome. It was
Hmm.
awesome. I thought it was like, wow, man. I was like, sir. I was like, that's and he again. He left to California. But a few days ago, I told him, oh, because we were gonna do the podcast on Wednesday,
Yeah.
you know what? It was Wednesday. I told him, hey man, I'm gonna share your story tonight. I'm gonna share your story tonight. He's like, really? Like, yeah. I was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna say your name. He was like, Oscar, share it, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear it. You know, he was like, just yeah, share it, because, and he's like, even me, man, like I never thought of it like that. Like, wow, it's like, it's like, you're right, man. We all go through storms. We all go through storms. Everybody in the whole
Hmm.
human race,
Yeah.
personally,
There's
we all go through.
even Elon Musk has storms,
I'm telling you, yeah,
and he's the
everybody.
richest man in the world, or one of the
I
richest
know,
men.
I know, but yeah,
Dude,
man, that was my
that's a
second
beautiful
story.
that's a beautiful story, bro. And actually, remember, Grandma used to tell us a while back. I think Jeffrey has a video of it where she talked about. Remember when back in the '90s, early '90s, when we were still like in elementary? I think it
Hmm.
was third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, maybe. There was a huge hurricane coming our way. That it was like Hurricane Gilbert. I think I still remember it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if American Gilbert, but it was one of those
But it was
big
a, yeah,
hurricanes.
that we
And
started.
we were kids, bro, and we're like, oh, like they're just brainwashing us that it's gonna be like a devastating
Ah,
hurricane, and it did get bad. I think I remember seeing the palm trees in front of my house. They were like, they're going like this, like hard. And I think my grandma was like there with us. She's like, todo va a estar bien. So, esto
yeah.
es una tormenta, pero todo va a pasar y
Todo va a
vamos a estar
pasar.
bien. You know, we're having faith that we're gonna be okay. And we were kids. I mean, we were super scared because we
Oh
had never
yeah.
been in a hurricane. You know, or
Yeah.
like, but thank God we have that. Some people like to calm us down when it's stormy waters or you're going
Hmm.
through a storm or personal, problems where like you can't get out of it or you think you can't get out of it, but somebody's over there to tell you, look, this the shore is right there. You just thought it was too deep, but
Yeah.
you can just walk over there. You don't have to swim over there.
Yeah.
What? Really? You don't have to
Yeah,
swim.
man.
You don't have to swim. Like you can walk. Like, but some people have to be. You're always gonna have somebody there at the right time to give you that lifeline. You just got to be aware of it because
Hmm.
somebody might tell you the whole time. You're like, it's good. No, no, I gotta get over there. You're like, bro, it's right here.
Come
Like
on.
it's right here. Don't stress about it. Like it's right here. But once you start like opening up to those possibilities, then you'll be able to find that way out without having to go through too much pain or too much struggle when there's somebody there to help you out.
Yeah.
And it could be a story like that, like that guy was telling you over the phone, right?
Hmm.
And you were like, wait, hey, calm down. Like, let's take it a day at a time. Let's take it a moment at
Hmm.
a time. And those moments seem forever. But when somebody starts to tell you, you like, your mind is like, okay, yeah, let me take the back seat to this. I don't have to be in the driving seat all the whole time. Like, let me just take the back seat. Okay,
Just
relax,
relax. Yeah.
relax, take a deep breath, and start focusing. And I think the cool thing that he did is that he went to prayer and meditation because that's when you have. I mean, he wasn't meditating, but I call it that. I call it prayer meditation because when you start praying, you go into a
You
zone.
meditate. Yeah.
You start meditating, like it's
Hmm.
just an ongoing thing. That's why you see the tias when they're doing the rosary.
Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. And because you
You're
get so
meditating.
relaxed. Yeah. You
I
get so
know.
relaxed. Yeah. I mean, I do the same thing. I whenever I'm in prayer, I just I just relax and I just let it be. Sometimes I don't really pray. I just listen to music like I am right now.
Hmm. I love it, bro. Frequencies. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And and I just lay down and sit. I barely this week started working out again. I
I
work
could
out.
tell. I could
I
tell, man.
I work out. I say, hey, no, I
No,
started
bro. I could
working
tell. I
out,
could tell, man.
but but I work out and my kids are like, because I love the worship music. So I have my playlist. So the way I think of it is I work out my body and I work out my soul. You know what I mean? And I'm even working out and I have my eyes closed and I'm just like, bah, Father. Oh man, I'll tell you what, bro. Uh, and I'm gonna share this because because that's what we want to do, right? And I think that's what God wants us to do. I was, and right now I'm awesome. And bro, I started crying. I was like, what? But because it was the music and I was feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Like I was
Oof.
feeling it, like, and I was just working out and I had my eyes closed and I started tearing and I was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? But then I was like, no, just like, don't fight it. Like,
Let it
just
be.
let it be. Yeah, just let
Let the
it
energy
be.
flow.
Yeah,
Let
let the
the energy
energy
flow.
flow. And man, I'll tell you what, that workout was awesome that day.
When
I
was that?
think
When was that? When
I
was
think it
that?
was on Wednesday. No,
That day.
on Thursday. It was on Thursday. Yeah, no, it was on Wednesday. No, it was on Thursday yesterday. I was like, wow. And then, and then I just relaxed, and then just continue. I let it happen. You know what I mean? And it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Working out your body and working out your soul at the same time. You gotta try it, bro. You gotta try it.
Well, thanks for the recommendation, bro. And I feel like I'm trying to put the the mathematics behind it. Because what it's weird that you do that because I do something similar, not maybe not like that, but I do something where I do work out to meditation music. It's similar, but the message is different because
Hmm.
the meditation is not even it's just like frequencies. But when you're doing it, you're actually listening to like the music that right now, right? It's in the background.
Hmm.
And when you're doing the workout, because of this book, I kind of have a better understanding of what's going on in your brain and your mind and your body because of Spark.
Hmm.
The, where is it? Right there.
Right there.
Because of this book, I can put the mathematics behind it. Like, oh man. So what you're doing is since when you're creating the workout, you're creating neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin. They're feel good, like a feel good vibe, like serotonin especially. Like it lasts longer in your body, and those feel good vibes is kind of like when you hear a heartwarming story, like the one we just heard from the storm,
The storm.
and you feel this happiness inside you. You can't explain it, but you feel it. Like it feels good. It's like I don't know if I told you last week, but it's like when you light up a candle and it lights up your whole place,
Hmm. Hmm.
and it lasts there for a long time. Like the candle's gonna last. You can see
What's
the
around it? Yeah.
what's around it. But when you see a firework, it's like dopamine shoots up and bah, explodes. Everybody sees it, and then it dies down.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's kind of like you get that fix, and then it's like, well, now I need to get that fix again.
Yeah.
But when you're working out and you're doing the music, it's like a double punch, super uh frequency. It's a super frequency. That's what I can call it. So like your body's feeling better because of the neurotransmitters that are going through your body. But then your soul connects with all of that and you're like, it's just over like, man, I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Like because the soul is running us. Like we're the ones pretending we're doing it, but the soul is in the one connected with God, like the energy, like and then you have to release those emotions are there. So you start bawling and you don't even know why. Like it's a good cry.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on right now? And when it happened, I was like literally in the middle of a set, right? And I was like, I was like trying to stop it, but I was like, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. And I just put the weights down and I sat on the bench and I was like, that's fine. It's fine. There's no problem with shedding a few tears because you're feeling good. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, and I continued, bro. I just continued, and all of a sudden, they obviously
Yeah,
they
yeah, for
stopped,
sure. Like you're
but
just bawling the whole time.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Your kids are like, the fuck's wrong with that?
Oh my God, that was wrong with this
Every
guy.
rep is crying more.
If you can't lift it, don't hang because you're crying because it hurts.
That's funny. No, but it's funny, but it's also beautiful, man.
Yeah, no, man, it was. Oh yeah, it's yeah,
It is
and
beautiful.
I, yeah, and I work out that way very very often, very
Hey,
very
so
often. And
shout outs to everybody who wants to work out to some powerful music behind you,
yeah,
and reconnect with your soul, man.
hmm,
Reconnect.
yeah,
Porque
yeah,
en ese momento ya no piensas de nada, right? Like you're just letting the vibes go through you,
yeah.
right? You're just like
Yeah,
you're not thinking
you're
about anything anymore. You're just like
no, you're just like in that little
zoned
zone. You know what I mean? Boom.
zoned in. Kind of
Hmm.
like the dogs we were talking about earlier, like
Oh yeah, there you
zoned
go. Yeah,
in.
just like that. Like,
Kind of like God, feed me, feed me.
hmm,
Oh, dude,
yeah, there you go.
perfect analogy, bro. We're
Yeah.
the dogs, and God is us
Us,
feeding
yeah,
us
we're like,
information. Like, here you go. You want more? Yeah,
yeah,
we're there. Like, boom. That's
yeah.
beautiful, bro. Reconnection, bro.
Yes,
Reconnect.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Man,
sir.
wow. I'm gonna try a workout like that. I don't know how, but because I really don't listen to music, bro. It's weird. I don't.
Oh, I
And,
think that's good too. Like when working out in silence, that's
hmm
good too because you're it's just you and you. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
I tell people like whenever you go for a jog,
I like that too.
or
Yeah, just
try
silent.
not to listen to music because you don't get to reconnect with your mind. So like,
Mhm.
especially if you're listening to like the bad music,
Yeah,
like you're listening to a bunch of like music with bad messages, and
and
because a lot of the
yeah,
music out there is just about bad messages,
yeah.
especially like the trendy music. So you're listening to like you're running and your mind's just like, even if you're subconsciously, I mean, you're trying to focus on something else subconsciously, you're thinking about everything they're
You're
saying.
listening. Yeah, you're listening to what
So
whoever you're listening to,
so
whatever
don't
they're
be,
saying, you
yeah,
listen to it. So yeah,
don't be running to NWA sometimes. Try to stay with NWA when you run.
right,
Don't be running into Two Live Crew. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, man. But no, man. Yeah, we invite everybody to try it out,
Mm-hmm.
and and just and just be in a different zone, be in a
Mm-hmm. Frequency,
frequency, you
beautiful
know,
frequency.
be in our frequency, please. Be in our frequency. We invite everybody to to just join in our frequency because it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Love is love is what keeps us going. You know what I mean? If it
It's the
wasn't for
foundation.
that, yeah, if it wasn't for that, we as humans feel lost. You know what I mean? And everybody, especially right now, the younger kids, you go through life, and the only thing that keeps you going is that love. You know what I mean? Love, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to spread here. That's what we're trying to spread that frequency, spread that love.
Spread that love, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And like even though you that tip right now that you gave us, like a how to work out, right? It's like, if you really think about it, you go to a gym, right? And people are working out and there's like music going on in the background, and it's like kind of like the jogging theory we're saying, like you're jogging
Mhm,
to like random music, and the gyms is usually like that. So sometimes you might want to take your headset and just like put your own music, like
mhm,
go to the gym and put your own meditation music. You know what I would do, bro? So I'll put like 432 hertz. If you go to like Spotify,
mhm.
if you go to YouTube, you just put 432, 432, HZ, and then frequencies. You're gonna get like certain frequencies that are catered to the natural Earth environment.
Wow.
So supposedly the Earth has a natural frequency, and it's the 432. It's not 440. When you listen to music and it's recorded in 440 hertz. So when they put it on a 440 and 432 next to each other, they call it cymatics. They measure how on a magnet or something like that. I think it's a magnet plate or something kind of plate. They put salt on top of it. When they put 440, it gets all distorted and weird. But when they put the sound on the plate, the salt that's on top of it, it makes like a pattern,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
all crazy. But when they put 432, it makes a perfect like a image, like a perfect like shape.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. I was like, so when they started recording music when they started first recording music, like back in the 1900s, early, maybe mid late 1800s to early 1900s, or I can't remember exactly the day. I'm lying. I need to research that. I don't know. But when they started recording music at the beginning, they started recording music at 440. So then they changed it. It was, I mean, actually it was 432, and then they changed it to 440. So when you hear music in 432, supposedly the frequencies are a lot more clean for your body to
Mm,
receive. So I would do that. I would do that like I still do it when I go jogging. I'll put
mhm.
432 hertz and I'm just running, and I do like my little mantra, whatever, like, yeah, like prayer, my little prayer,
Yeah. Uh,
and I'm running and I'm absorbent like of the whole environment. Like, ala, mira el pajarito. Like, oh wow, look at the trees. Oh, that's a dead tree, but it's still here. Like it's ugly, it's decayed, but we are gonna get ugly and decay, like physically, but
yeah.
we're still here, part of this world. Like it's just a lot of analogies, man, metaphors that are brought to you by your environment, and when you're aware and you're like thinking, like, wow, like this is beautiful. It's You can learn a lot just by nature, by having a walk, but you have to be in the right state of mind so you can learn from it. If not, you're just gonna be blindly running like, oh yeah, I gotta make
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
I gotta make money, or yeah, I gotta work out, gotta look badass, gotta have six pack.
Yeah.
Er, I need that Tesla. I need that Tesla.
I need me a Tesla.
I want my Tesla. I want to meet Elon. Elon's gonna meet me. Elon's gonna meet me. Like fuck.
Elon need to eat some taco palenque.
Nah, Elon needs some carnitas, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to eat some taco palenque. Hey, Elon, you need to eat some taco palenque, bro. You'll
You
be
won't
in
be.
Mars. You'll be in Mars when you eat taco palenque.
You'll be in Mars like ASAP.
Yeah.
Teleported.
Oh,
I
dude,
think this will be Elon. Oh, this is a really good taco. Yes.
let me tweet.
Let me tweet about it to the moon.
Doge.
Doge, go all in.
I got $10 on Doge.
That way, sometimes when I hear Elon Musk talk, way, I feel like he's Doctor Evil from ¿Cómo se llama ese show? I mean, the movie, the one with the one that goes like this: $1 million.
Yeah.
It gives me that vibe, bro. What's the name of it?
Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers. Austin Powers.
Right?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$1
$1
million.
million dollars.
It gives me that vibe just because he's like this guy who has a lot of power.
Yeah. Power and money and money and power.
Yeah,
But he
man.
hasn't had any taco palenque.
Vente pa Taco Palenque, bro. You won't leave. You won't leave the Bayuco the Bayuco area.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's
Hey,
he's
sorry.
already in Boca Chica, Brownsville. So
Oh shit, dude, he's the Bayuco.
yeah, he's already Mayuko, bro.
Hey, you watch his name. Was it Elon Bayuco Musk?
Musk.
What was it? That's Elon Musk, right?
Yeah,
We say
Elon
his
Musk.
name, and we're like, I never really pay attention. Musk. Where's that? I never heard that last name ever.
Nah, me either.
But,
Musk.
but he's gonna have a base, right, or something in the
Well, he does. He already does. He has a SpaceX.
SpaceX is in Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville, right next to Brownsville, basically. Yeah,
Uh,
it's like a little. There's like a small island right next to Brownsville. It's called Boca Chica, and but he's trying to change it to Starbase City, Texas. Trying to
and,
make
and for
make
those
his city. I guess I don't know.
and for those who don't know what Boca Chica means in Spanish, Boca Chica in English means small mouth. Boca Chica, small mouth.
Boca Chica,
But he wants to call it Starship City,
Starbase.
Starbase City.
Yeah, Starbase, Texas.
And we're
That's
going
what
to
it was.
Starbase, Texas. It's down. Hey, I live like 4 hours from here, so from there,
Yeah.
might take a trip to go see one of those flights.
Oh yeah, man.
You never know. We might be one of the first ones to go to Mars.
Hey, can I go with you, bro? ¿Puedo ir contigo o no?
Bayuco, bro.
Soy de acá del Bayuco, man. I wanna go with you.
No, man. But hey, I know we're hit an hour already, so I know we got busy schedules and everything. So anything
Sábado.
anything else you want to share before we wrap it up?
No, man. Just hey, please join our frequency. You know what I mean? Join our frequency, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna continue to share our message, share our frequency, share our love. You know what I mean? And that's it, man.
Beautiful, man. Awesome. Yeah, like Oscar said, just join the frequency whenever you get a chance. Check out the episodes. There's a lot of good stories, a lot of good information, a lot of good point of views that we don't think about, and it might set you in the right path.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
hmm Hey man, well, thank you so much for today, bro. I really
Thank
love
you.
hanging out with you virtually,
Thank you,
even though
bro.
you're like we grew up together. We spend a lot of time together, and it's been a while since we like hung out. So
I know. Yeah.
by doing it like this, it kind of helps a little bit,
Hmm.
Even though
Kind
like
of feeds it.
It'd be awesome. Or maybe in the future we can do an episode like you said, like at a spot and just be there, like there together.
I'll tell you what, man. We are
We
gonna
will.
do. We will do episodes like that.
Mm-hmm.
We will, and I'm looking
Well,
forward to them.
let's say we're gonna be in the Bayuco area, and let's take my equipment and let's do a show
For
live.
sure.
A
For
show.
sure.
Hey, Robos, thank you so much for today, man. I'm looking forward to everything that's going on. Have a blessed Saturday. Have a blessed moment. Thanks for all
Likewise.
the beautiful energy you shared today. It was I was like, yeah, you brought it, bro. I was really looking forward to today. I was like, I want to hear those stories. We made it. We kind of reconnected all the stuff that we had talked about with about Roland,
Hmm.
dogs, how they're very like attentive to like us
Hmm.
feeding them, and it was all random. Like we didn't plan all of this. It was just like the
Yeah.
stories you already have in mind, but like everything that was connected to it.
Oh, yeah, it just
Yeah,
goes.
and like whenever you have stories like that, and for people who are out there, share them with us.
Oh, yeah, we
Like,
want to hear them.
hey man, like I want to be on your show. I want to talk about this and that. Like, go
Hmm.
ahead, man, bring it on. We're here for you guys.
Hmm. Yes,
Spread it,
100%.
everybody. So yeah, man, have a blessed
Everybody.
Saturday.
Likewise.
I have a good this Friday. Oh, is it gonna be a good week? ¿Cómo se llama en español? En español is Holy Week.
Um,
I mean, in Holy Week. In English, it's Holy Week. En español es Holy Week. En español se llama, ¿cómo se dice, güey?
Semana Santa.
Semana Santa and
Santa
Holy
Semana.
Santa Semana. Santa Semana. Sounds like a name.
Sounds like a wrestler, like a Mexican wrestler. Santa Semana.
Ah, ponte la máscara, Semana
Yeah.
Santa, bro. Holy Week. I miss grandma when she was like, get on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, no coman carne. No
Oh
coman
my
wing.
God. Yes. No. And when it was Sunday, before we eat meat,
Pray.
pray. We would pray. We were like, let's pray right now because I'm
Yeah, I'm
hungry.
hungry. Dude, she was like a hawk. Like,
Yep.
¿es comer ese Winnie?
Mm.
Es Viernes Santo. Mm-mm.
No. Like,
Turn out the TV. Dude, I respect that, bro. Remember she said, paga la tele.
yeah, turn
Paga
on
el
the
radio.
TV, radio. Yeah.
No jueguen. And we were just like, oh, man. Why is this so boring?
And now it's even harder to tell the kids, put the
Mhm.
phone down. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It sucks, bro. But hey, now we're doing grandma's work.
Yeah. There you go.
Little by
Yeah.
little.
We're doing it little by little in a different way,
Different
and
way.
we're gonna continue, bro.
And this is one of these ways. Like what we're doing right now is, I think we're doing some of that labor of love.
Yes, sir.
Oscar's vibing, bro.
Yes, sir.
We're
All the
vibing.
time. All the time, man. All the time. Good vibes everywhere.
Good vibe, bro.
Good vibes.
All right, man. Well, you have a beautiful morning. Rest of the morning.
Likewise,
Breakfast.
brother.
Unos
Likewise, brother.
taquitos.
Ya sabes.
Bájale la carnita, barbacoa.
Can eat meat. Hey,
Hey, I'm watching you, bro.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Wazowski.
All right, man. So
Yeah.
look for us again. We're gonna probably record sometime in the near future.
Sometime this week. Yeah.
Sometime next week for show. Maybe we can bring somebody on to share some
Mhm.
frequency with us.
Yeah, definitely.
And 'cause yeah, man, stay blessed, stay peace, stay love, bro.
Likewise.
Share the frequencies, good vibes.
Hey.
Peace out, bro. Love y'all. Take care.
Love you too, man. Boom. Later.
Peace out.
Sabrosura.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. There we go.
Infinite podcast.
Podcast. Bam.